I was doing stuff before, like Vine and stuff. I actually did a very popular Vine called "I Love You." Did that dude with the guitar? That was my friend. She was actually in that video.
Yeah.
That Vine with
my face just wasn't shown.
yeah,
but, like,
her
I
voice
said
was heard.
something, yeah.
And that was like a very popular Vine. And so we was doing stuff before. And I actually like, I seen like people do it, and I was like, we be having funny conversations. It would be funny if you recorded it. And then she was like, okay. She was nervous at first, and she's like, okay.
Yeah, so I was used to like being in front of cameras and stuff like that. So I was like a little apprehensive. I was like, I don't know. And then after a week, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it because it's something fun and new to try to do. And then it kind of just like took off, and we was like, well, let's just keep it going.
So that's the reactions. We was doing reactions and stuff. But our overall goal, I talked to her about. I was like, because I found out she was a gamer when we first started dating. I didn't believe she was like. She was like, good. Girls like I game, but
classic.
She game.
He was like, what you do for fun? I was like, I watch anime, I play video games. And then he was like, you don't play video games. I was like, yeah, I do.
So you did a little gatekeeping, my man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. At first I was like, I was a little skeptical.
And then I beat him in games, and he didn't talk to me for like a day.
Yeah, I was a little salty. I couldn't believe it. I was like, no, she didn't beat me like that after I spent 30 hours. I just, but
yeah. So that's why we eventually made like our gaming channel to go like gaming. Yeah. And like sometimes we just want to play games like by ourselves, like single player games, like see how that is. So that's how he got his gaming channel first, and then I got mine. And especially for me, I wanted to continue to do it or to make it because in the gaming industry, you don't really see Black women really on the forefront. And so I was like, yo, we do this too. Like I can do it just like y'all can. So that's why I was like, I'm gonna use the following that we already have on our reaction channel, bring them over to here so y'all can start seeing it and like get used to it because like we're gonna be here. And so that's why we keep doing it. Yeah, I'm honestly always nervous. Like I always have anxiety all the time. So it's like I try to like hide it. Like even like when I'm streaming, like I always cover the number of people that I'm streaming to. Like I never see it because I'll get nervous. So I'm like I just want to act like it's just nobody, and I'll be fine. That makes me calm. Or if I'm eating something. If I'm eating something, I'm like I'm good.
You said the rules are always changing with YouTube, so. Like, okay, what is it? Like the community. Our stuff in the beginning when we was watching in the beginning, like reacting to, like we used to love World Star compilations. Now, right? Yeah. And back then it was fine. And then the ad apocalypse came when everybody was pulling their ads from YouTube, and then they came back with a slew of new guidelines and stuff like that. And even now, even years later, there's certain things.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like years ago.
Yeah, years ago. So we kind of like pushed our break on we still watch stuff and stuff, but as far as like all the plethora, we was watching everything we could watch, we would. But now we
can. So now it's like a lot of the stuff that we did enjoy watching, and people were like, oh, like where is this at? Like we would love to. But
rules have changed, and we want to keep our channel, so that's
because the channel that we have now, Dwayne and Jazz, is actually our backup from the first channel that we had.
Okay.
Because the first channel that we had, it was doing well. We were looking at like music reactions, but as soon as we pressed the monetization, because back then that was when like anybody could just press monetize and we were good. But now they have requirements. But back then we didn't have it on. We were just making videos for free.
Essentially for free,
and then when we got signed to an MCN, they were like, we need you to turn that on in order to be with them. Don't sign with the MCN.
Do not sign with MCN. It's like a record label.
So that was another mistake we made. So when we did that, that's when we got hit with a whole bunch of copyright strikes, and we were about to get our channel deleted. So we were like, hey y'all, come over
here. We made a new channel really quickly.
And then that one
took off
as well. So that's our main channel now. It was supposed to be a backup, but
man, we had trouble with copyright. We get in trouble a lot. Superhero guy, I love I'm learning more about superheroes. I love the Marvel universe. I love DC. Even DC struggling, I still rooting for DC. And that's me. I love superheroes. I would say I'm more pop culturally into I can't wait for Black Adam to see Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I'm Dwayne the Pebble Johnson. I can't wait to see my man up there. But go ahead.
I know for me, I like stuff, and it's gonna sound wrong. I like stuff that's violent. So
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I know, but when I said it, people be like, oh my gosh. Like, but like, I
She's
like
talking
stuff
about
that's
dark.
like
Dark.
Oh,
like, I
dark.
can't wait for the new anime, like Chainsaw Man to come out.
Okay.
And I haven't looked at the manga because I'm not trying to get spoiled by anything. Yeah. So like, and it looks like it's gonna be like my type of like gore. And, like, cut 'em up and everything. Yeah, and like I love DC, and I like DC a little more than Marvel because Marvel's scared like to show like blood and like actually killing the villain, and so like I'm like I want to see that because like I'm thinking like we were young at first, like growing up with these things, but now that fan base has now grown up, so I'm like let's get a little more adult with like how we're seeing these stories, and that's why I love like the boys, like showing that like all the gore of that, like that's what I love. Invincible, I love stuff like that because to me that's more realistic. So like that's why I always be like I love violence, like because of that. But I love anime. Anime is like one of my number one things that I always watch all the time. I don't even watch regular TV. I just watch anime, basically. And as far as like video games, like I love shooters. I have great aim. Like we're playing the Overwatch beta. Overwatch 2 beta. Great aim. Great aim. Yeah, I can't wait to play Sojourn, the first black character in the game, and she's fire. So I can't wait for that. So yeah, that's mainly what I go towards.
Nice.
Like, so I started separately. I really haven't been in anything separately other than like, the slurs,
Yeah, you're black, you're gonna get those.
You get those, you get used to that. We just start blocking them out.
Blacklist the words.
Yeah, you're gonna get those, but that's me personally. I haven't really got anything by myself, so I'm good. Like I've been just fine.
For me, unfortunately, I've gotten a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, I deal with like stalker problems.
Oh.
There's currently a whole Reddit page that is terrible, and it has like a lot of. You've seen it. He doesn't want me to see it.
Yeah, no, I'm probably not good.
Yeah, so it's really bad.
You already said Reddit. And
I tried to report it. Nothing happened. They just make another one.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so I have to deal with things like that. That's why like we don't try to like post pictures of like where we are at the time or like show any windows or anything. Like my hairstylist literally told me that like somebody was coming to her house looking for me.
Wow.
Because of a photo that they saw on her page with her doing my hair. And then they were like, it's Jazzyguns here. So like we have to deal with that. So it's a lot.
It really is.
I wouldn't as a man, I wouldn't think that we would have to deal with that.
Yeah, but it's truthful. Like we had an apartment, and then somebody like
we're showing the inside of like like an empty
apartment.
Yeah.
They said, "Oh, we know exactly where that is. This is here." And I was like, "Oh."
I said, "Wow." They better than FBI, right?
Can't show it.
Y'all need to be in the FBI, CIA. What y'all doing here commenting on YouTube?
Yeah. And then of course, like with me gaming, of course, there's like people being like, "Oh, like you're only playing the games to get like male attention." Like, dude, I've been playing games since I was 4. I don't care about that. Like, I just want to.
And then you get the guys who get back in the kitchen when they hear.
Yeah, the misogynistic thing. If I go online and be like, "Oh, there's a girl on our team. Oh, we're gonna lose," and then I end up killing them, and then they be like, "Oh,
or join our
clan." No, like I don't want So
that's funny.
Super corny.
Yeah, but I just mainly like just block it out. Like if it's like anything negative, like I always say to everybody, like I will block you. Like I'll just block you, keep it moving. So that way you don't mess around. That's it.
And that's the most important part, the energy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think?
I'm the idea guy. I'm more like like the art. I'm like the artistic guy. Oh, this I think we should do this and that and that. And then she's like, okay.
Even today, he was like, yo, yeah, we have like a panel at one magazine interview, and then like he'd be like, okay, yeah, hey guys, we have a panel magazine interview. Like I'm just like,
it's an interview. So she got like, this is the here to here, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna do this idea to this idea. Oh, that would be a great idea. So like we kind of like,
and I just scheduled it out.
Yeah, we scheduled it out.
Nice.
It's like we do our things separately, and they do well. But together, it's like it's a different level of chemistry.
It just feels good.
It feels natural. It feels,
we finish each other's sentences sometimes, or
say the same time, have the same idea. It's just a different level of energy, and we notice that. People notice that. They're like, oh, when we together, it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, because I'll be thinking of like, say something will happen, like, and it's like if it's dark, like I'll laugh at it, but I know he's gonna laugh at it too, and then it's just like it's just good.
Yeah, it's good. I'm just working, but I always do that. That's nothing crazy. I don't know. We're like for us, like, because we've been working hard, like, for years, especially like we caught COVID, so that kind of was an eye opener for us. So like the years prior, we always like work oriented and stuff like that. So now we're kind of like chilling and actually enjoying. You know, I would say like the fruits of our labor. And going outside. Actually, we did not
touching grass.
Yeah, touch some grass. So like we're chilling. Like we're chilling these next few, until like this winter.
Till like October.
This because you know we about to be back in gaming and it's gonna be cold. You know, but we're outside now. So I would say check us out when we play certain games. I would say like God of War Ragnarok is coming out. Can't wait for that.
I am trying to, because I told the idea to you already.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say it. But like the one idea that I had, it would help Black creators and streamers.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all I can say.
That's all we're gonna say there.
Yeah,
okay.
I was like, this one specific thing would be very helpful to Black creators because of our hair and everything. So I was like, this thing would help.
That's all we're gonna say. All you're gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still
Proud
trying
of.
to figure out how to
still
put it
logistics
together.
wise, yeah. But other than that, that's it. And then like gaming, like you're gonna be heavy into gaming next year because all the games come out. Spider-Man 2, you know, you got Dead Space the remake, you got a whole bunch of games, and we love games, so we're excited. There's just so much content coming out next year. So we're gonna be working extremely hard, and that's why I can say people can look forward to us gaming more and posting a lot more and going hard next year. Right now we're chilling though. Right now we're chilling.
And right now I'm on the Future show.
The Future show, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Future show.
Thereh one more. Actually, the episode comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, the Future show is basically like a contest for gamers and stuff like that.
Gamers on the rise, and I'm judging on there to like judge their content and like see how they can get better and things like that. So anything as far as me, I'm trying to help other people.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, we're blessed. And you got, you know, when they say you're blessed, you pass on your blessings to other people and help other people out. That's how we grew up. So that's what we try to do. And you guys, if you're a gamer out there, join the Future show. You know what I'm saying? Get judged and stuff like that. And shoot your shot. So. You can't tell me.
I say all. He always does.
Stop going with the politically correct answer.
No, because it doesn't matter.
PC. I mean, the entry to get in there is a little tough.
Yeah.
Once you get there, it's the Garden of Eden. It's the Garden of Eden.
But the consoles are basically having better quality to where it's just
but those are PC parts. Those are PC parts that they're using. AMD chips.
Exactly, but guess what? You're gonna get the PC parts and
they're not
PC graphics on
no.
for a third of the price.
No, I mean I ain't gonna lie. Now the price point for
you see what I'm saying?
the price point, I ain't gonna lie. The price point they don't make. Look.
Getting closer.
I will say the price point is amazing for what we.
Yeah.
They ain't making money off the console. They losing money. They making money off the back end. But what I'm saying is that PC we ain't got to deal with having to pay. Now you got PlayStation Extra Plus, Super Extra Plus, Ultra Mega, and then you can't even play the old games that you used to have anymore because it's not compatible. So now you got to stream it, right? No, Xbox Game Pass is dope, but you still got to stream it.
You like PC games because it's modded.
Yeah, modded is you do.
Do you do modding?
I do. I don't make them mod.
I don't
make them way, but
Okay.
I participate in enjoying the fruits of other people modding.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you enjoying it because other people are.
Come on now, let's talk modding. Modding alone, being able to go in and change whatever you want is just beautiful. Okay, that's what automatically makes it PC Master Race. The modding alone, you can't. They won't let you mod. Xbox won't let you mod. PlayStation.
I say play on whatever console. Platform,
another politically, he asked Xbox, PlayStation, or PC, and you could have said, bro, hey,
I can't choose one.
No, look, you could have said,
Switch in my hotel.
Oh, we didn't even bring Switch in.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I got the Switch. I was playing on the PC. I played on PlayStation. I played literally everything.
But look. And you could have said that the PlayStation, be up there, but now they starting to release their games on what? PC, because they know there's a lot of PC kids outside.
They know.
Why wasn't it? If it was so important,
because exclusivity. Because okay, let's say they drop Spider-Man 2 on PC. Why would I buy a PlayStation console? Why would I?
What if you don't have $3,000 for PC?
I mean, it's not. You don't have. That's a lot. That's a lot. You very interest like maybe 1,000 or something.
But that's still more than a
$1,500.
console. That's still more than a console, correct?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, but that's because there's no like company that's like you got to make it on your own. You got to build it. We built a PC. It is extremely tough, but once you get it, you got it. So that's all I'm gonna say. Easy not to race. That's it.
Awesome. I want to thank you guys. The great. Anything left you want to drop?
Lotus
Kingdom, Jazzyguns, Bang.
Gang.
You know what I'm saying? With the Y, not an I, and just follow us on social media to stay updated and all that good stuff.
Stay hydrated.
Take
your menstrual breaks.
Touch some grass.
Yes. Be positive. Block out negativity.
Exactly.
And keep it going.